Hello everyone, today we will continue with the software part. So again, I will follow this doc.vorondesign.com website and I will advise the same. So we will continue with like I said, the software part. And you have three options. You can use OctoPrint, Fluid or Mainsail. So again, due to plugin library, again I will use OctoPrint, but you can choose other. And so first, to install the OctoPrint, it's a lot easier now actually. There is a software called Raspberry Pi Imager. So you only need to download and install this software, and you can choose the operating system via this button, and you can install Raspberry Pi or other OS. It has couple, and for OctoPrint, we need to click other specific purpose OS, and here you can find OctoPi, sorry. So we will select OctoPi. This is just a mirror. So this is actually like a download link. So I select this, and you need to select your SD card. So this is mine. And before clicking right, if we click Control Shift and X, it will give us a menu. So in here, we can do the couple tweaks, for example, enable hash, and you can set a new password. Then you can also configure your Wi-Fi. You can set your local settings and etc. So these actually we were doing after writing the image file, but right now it's allowing us to pre-configure and apply these changes on the OS. So once you're done with the configuration, hit save and hit write. It will ask you, it's asking, since it will format first, it's asking it will be erased all data if there is inside the SD. So it should be also. So click yes and it will do all the job, just we need to wait. So yes, now the writing image is finished successfully. So we can directly remove our SD card from the USB and put on our Raspberry Pi, then we will power on and let's see everything's fine. The OctoPrint is successfully installed, and since we pre-configured the Wi-Fi, it's automatically connected to my Wi-Fi. I found the IP address of the local IP address of the OctoPrint from the modem's user interface, and with that now I connect to it via SSH. And now first thing I will do, I will put a static IP address to it. So with that I will know, in the next time I will know what is the local IP address to connect it. For that we need to edit dhcpcd.conf file under the etc folder. Permission denied. Now of course we will make the command sudo nano. Actually, let's add from here sudo nano, and yeah, it will ask us password. Yeah, now in here we can edit this one. So we need to uncomment this one interface, and we will change to wireless. For wireless we are using VLAN 0, and this will be uncommented, and the IP address is, so first three section, in my case 192.168.178, should be same with the IP address is automatically taken. It's given by your modem, so we can change the last three digits, which I will do 179, and so the rest will be set. I will not use IP6, so it will be commented, and this one should be uncommented, and in here we will put our modem's IP address, which is generally it's finishing with 1, and the others is same, and static domain address it's same with your modem's IP address, and I will delete this, I don't need it, and that's all. We will save this one with Control X and hit Y and hit enter. Now it's saved. Now let's reboot it. So now it should take the IP address that I gave. Can I edit this one? Yeah, let's edit to 179. Okay, let's test it. Yep. As you can see, it took the new IP address, and normally we will put our password, and if you hit yes, it will store the password. So if I close it and open it again, it shouldn't ask the password. Yeah. First thing I will do, I will update the Raspberry Pi since it's freshly installed, but it is like a habit. For that, sudo apt-get update. And can I terminate these actually? I will add also white dash. So with that, it will, if there's any question that is during the process, it will automatically accept them. Now it will do the update, and update doesn't take that much time as I remember. Yeah, now we will do the upgrade, which will take time. So again, I will use dash y. So it will do the job. The upgrade is also done. Now I will give a reboot. Then we will continue with the OctoPrint session. Before doing the settings on OctoPrint, actually we need to install Klipper. So for that we need to send cd command first. So yeah, we are in the main directory. Then from the website that I show you, I'm just copying and pasting the code, git clone, and the Klipper's GitHub page. It will copy the required files from the GitHub. Then we will run this file, and it will do the job actually. Clipper is also installed. Now we can continue in OctoPrint. So in here we need to do small changes. So we need to go to settings. In here, we need to go to serial connection, and in additional serial ports, we need to add the tmp slash tmp slash printer. Then yeah, tmp printer, and we will hit save, and it saved it. And again, we need to go to settings, again under the serial connection, and from the serial connection we need to go to the behavior tab. We will select cancel any ongoing prints but stay connected to printer. Then again we will hit save. Then from the connection tab, the serial port should be tmp printer. After selecting tmp printer, what we added actually, we will hit connect to test it. Now it seems connected. From the terminal, we will send status. It is sending us to error related with the config, which is not there. So we at this step we were expecting this error message. So that means everything is fine. Now we need to install also. I don't know we have to or not, but the also the recommended OctoPrint plugins and the documents is also nice to have. So I will add it. To add the plugin, it's basically you need to go to the settings, and from the left hit the plugin manager, and in here click get more, and yeah, in here you need to do the search. For example, OctoClipper. Yeah, we will install this one, so it will install it. Done. Normally you should restart your Raspberry Pi once you install a plugin, but I will install all. So first I will install all of them. So again, get more. I will not use Stemify. Terminal commands. It is also nice to have. Then we don't need pad level visualizer since we don't have Pro, but print time genius is also nice. I'll use the plugins that I'm using on the V2 also, such as camera settings, cancel objects. Yeah, it should be this. Macro. Yeah, this is another macro. This is nice to have also because it's adding the main screen, and you can disable the button, for example, while the printer is active. I mean, while printer is printing. So for example, I'm disabling the restart clipper while the printer is printing. So if I accidentally press it, it will not work. So I'm using also Octo Everywhere. This is also nice to have. This is allows you to connect your OctoPrint outside from your home network. It's also giving the camera view for 20 seconds, and it has limitation, but it's enough to have. I don't know why this OctoPrint, when I select what I wrote, it's just closing the pop-up. It's not closed now. Yeah, if it goes the boundaries from the pop-up, it's going. Okay, I will also add slicer thumbnails. It is also nice to have. This is providing the visualization of your G code, and I'm using UI customizer for the theme and arranging all the things, and that should be it. Yeah, it's also done. Now I will restart it. Now we need to create our firmware for SKR boards. So for that, again, I will just follow the documents. We will send sudo apt install make, and of course, and we will go to the Klipper directory, and in here we will say we will call make menu, menu config, and yeah. So the microcontroller architecture should be STM32. Yeah, this one. Microcontroller architecture should be STM32, this one, and processor model should be STM32F130. It's already selected, and the bootloader is 28 kilobytes. So 28, and we will enable extra low level configuration option. So then this should be clock reference should be set to 8 megahertz, and yeah, communication interface will be USB. GPIO pins to set at microcontroller startup we should add in here exclamation mark PA14. We need to do this settings, and we will hit escape, and we will save it by pressing Y. And now we say make clean, then we say make. Now it's creating the firmware for us. Now it's created, and it should be under the Klipper, then out folder, and it's clipper.bin. So we need to get this file to our computer. So burayı blurla. Here's our firmware file. So we will rename this firmware.bin. We will copy this file to our SD card. Then we need to cut off our power, and I will install the SD card. Then I will switch it on again, and it should automatically download this firmware file. So see you in a bit. Now we need to get the config file. In the documentation it's already linked, so I'm using V0 and SKR Mini E3 2.0. So I will get this in an empty text file, and yeah, I will save this as a printer.cfg, and I will upload this to my Raspberry Pi. So yeah, I have uploaded the template config file, and I also add the new Raspberry Pi to my Notepad++, so I can easily access the config file from here. So since it's the first time I'm connecting, it's ask this one, hit yes, that's okay, and here's our template. Now we need to find our MCU ID with this command. So let's do that. This is my ID of the board, so I will also save this one. You need to uncomment this one, and we will put the ID to here. It's written replace with your value. So this one, since the views are only one dimension, there should be that much change. So, but we need to change, of course, thermistor. So, and we need to, yeah, for example, extruder, sensor, let me find, I'm using same sensors with the V2, so I will copy from the V2. So the sensor is this one, mine is this, and I think the bed is, I'm using Kenovo bed. This time I didn't put any extra thermistor for the bed, so this is the stock one. And let's check it. It's saying that we can increase after initial setup, the homing speed. This will be for V01, so I'm doing V01. And yeah, increase after initial speed. Yeah, V01. So yeah, I'm using integrated LED screw, so this is okay. I will delete this one. I will also increase the homing speed for that. So let's see. This is also I'm using integrated lead screw, and so I will check the directions also. Yeah. So we need to change PID after doing PID calibration, of course. Yeah, pressure advance, for kilowatt. Yeah, minus kilowatt. We looked at. Mine is 60 watt DC, so I'm not using this one. And printer is CoreXY. Yeah, that's correct. Velocity, these are. So I will not also PVM it. This is hot end fan, so no PVM. And this is the cooling fan, I guess. And yeah, print start, we will do the things later on. It's getting the position max for all three axes. And okay, it's first checking. Yeah, it's a nice one. It's first checking there is enough movement after print is finished. Is there enough movement to move ahead the tool head from the print? Since it's a small one, I think that's why they added this one. But yeah, it's nice. I may also put these on my V2. Yeah, we will tweak print start and print end later. And there is also load and unload filament. That's also nice. So we will save this one and we will restart our Klipper. Let's see. Let's suppress the messages. It's not starting. Let's see what's wrong. Okay. Please try not ready. Let's disconnect it and connect it. Connect it. Restart. Yeah, I forgot to enable the SPI, so for that let's check together and let me show you how to enable it. We need to connect with SSH and send sudo raspi-config, and of course it asks for password, and from here interface option and SPI we need to enable it, and we say finish, and of course let's reboot it. Saying standby. Let's connect it and restart. So the issue was my device ID was wrong. You need to delete this whole part and paste your device ID. However, I only delete this part, so device ID was basically wrong. So right now I can do restart because it was complaining that what one thermistor which is bad, which is not connected yet. Yeah, after plugging the bad thermistor also, now it's connected and I can read the values of the temperatures. Now that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and in the next one we will do the commissioning. We will do the calibration and all. And yeah, thank you for your time and see you on the next one.